Hey everyone, welcome back for another video. In today's video, we're at the Lake District for a fellowship and faith weekend with the Goan Chaplaincy. Let's go. Surrounded by mountains, fresh air and peaceful waters, this wasn't your typical retreat. There were no packed schedules or long talks. Instead, the focus was simple but powerful, deepening our faith, embracing our mission, and building lifelong friendships. We have arrived at the Lake District. Keswick man. This is our room.
If you're blessed, I'm not going to talking to They don't have nothing.
Yeah, they don't have anything. They don't have anything.
So when are they coming here?
But extension cord.
So this is our room. So it's Godfrey, Wayne and Joliba. Even though it's a 6-bed, there's 4 of us.
All that I have heard from my Father, I have made known to you. You do not choose me, but I chose you.
Among the nations sing songs to you. For your mercy reaches to the heavens and your truth to the sky. Be exalted, O God, above the heavens. May your glory shine on all the earth.
The first reading, a reading from the Acts of the Apostles.
Welcome. A lovely readings that we have for the first reflection. Let me choose the Acts of the Apostle, because Acts of the Apostle is such an important part. If the Acts of the Apostles were not written, the Apostle has not acted on the words of Jesus, then it could have been troubled. Chapter 15 over here is basically the early church is growing, and immediately there's heresy. So Peter, Paul, they have gone, they established the communities, the first church, Corinthians, different places. So apostles taught something, and then the other people are now making their own stories. They're trying to have their own ways of thinking. And see the pastoral approach of the apostles, Paul and Barnabas. They are now sending Judas and Silas with a message, and the message is told to them very beautifully. It says, since we have heard that some persons have gone out from you and troubled you with words, unsettling your minds, unsettling what was told to us right from the beginning, unsettling people. Listen to the voice of God. Strengthen your own belief, your own faith, your own purpose. Every young person is called the mission. Strengthen that and try to build on that. What I can do to build my faith and build a faith as a team, as a community.
Now that mass is finished, we're gonna go eat real quick for dinner, and then we're gonna head for a hike.
Last one of them. Fish. Well, not fish. No, nothing. Was not good. Sorry, man. You should be the one You know, this beautiful, peaceful village. Now I'm just gonna get this rowdy lot.
Innit? So we're currently on the hike. The rest of the group are either too far behind or they're too far ahead. So we gotta make our own path in life. Okay, I don't know where we're going, but as long as we're going somewhere, we're going somewhere. You made it.
Adi, हमका पहिले साले इतले प्रॉब्लम गए. हाय जिमान में नहीं तो हाल में.
Made it.
Boss, this is the gym, bro.
That's champions. It's where the champions come.
Mala Jesus. Adi.
We'll play a game and see who's coming.
So last time मेरे इतने सारे पाले, but it was about 10 people that made it last time.
Does anyone have water?
Huh? Bro. मुझे नहीं tinga elvi denga. Way better, man. This is the spot.
Aye.
It's worth it.
Now,
This guy's is your heart still going? Oh my, this
what's your message to your future self?
Bro, my message is, you gotta make it back up here one day.
That's it.
Look at that view.
Alright, Jesus, what's your message to your future self?
Don't have one at the moment, I don't know. Too tired. Too tired.
Too tired, bro.
Too tired.
Preston, come here.
Huh?
What's your message to your future self?
My message to future Daven is, you need to up your fitness game, mate. Look at the state of you. Look at the state of this dude.
I don't have anything to eat. It's the 2 cars I never took. The energy boost would have done me wonders. Oh my god, the view's nice. I wish water would just come down. Yeah. The thing is, if it rains, at least we get water. Not where we want it.
I don't want that water, mate.
If there was a nice fresh spring of water,
I don't think it's much better view.
why don't we go hiking there?
Huh?
Why don't we go hiking, but like through the water? Is that a hike?
We did last time. Through the water.
No, like,
We did
as
that
in, like
last
there's
time.
water in it, because at least.
You mean like swimming?
Can you drink that water? Question, no, question.
Hey, someone else! Is that father? Father!
Chris, Bellamy, wave! How are you gonna tell me it's raining now? Yeah, it started to rain. So that's the message to my future self. When it starts to rain, that's a sign from God telling you it's time to make a change. Alright, what's your message, Chris, to your future self?
My message is never give up. Always climb the highest peaks.
Whatever I did today, keep doing, don't give up. Ego climb.
Thank you.
Now you have the power of wisdom.
I hope you've achieved your business management undergrad degree.
Message is be yourself.
My message would be don't take life for granted and do what makes you happy. Be more appreciative of nature.
I would say that life is all about highs and lows. Don't think much and be happy.
A message to my future self. So this is what Jovic said to me in the gym open. This is a sign from God. What time does it close?
8 p.m.
What time is it now?
Yeah, any place can be a gym, bro.
Wow. So my theory was wrong then.
20 push-ups right now.
Go on. What's the message to your future self?
Oh gosh, I hope that I'm a priest in a parish, you know, whatever, as a parish priest or assistant parish priest, doesn't matter, that I'm celebrating the sacraments well, doing what I'm called to do, you know, love the people, you know, and serve them. That's it really, yeah.
How did you get into priesthood?
I saw a very happy priest. Anyway, so he really inspired me. So yeah, I went there and the call, like, you know, just came back again, you know, out of nowhere. And I thought, you know, it's those holy thoughts, like, you know, when you go to a retreat and stuff. But it wasn't. So I prayed for another 4 years here with a priest. And we discerned everything. I discerned marriage, priesthood, single life, so all these different vocations in the church.
So we're back now. I'm just going to do some night prayers and then social time.
Keeping back in your mind the mission. Everything has a purpose. But for young people, the sole question is, am I fulfilling God's dream of your creation, of your youthfulness? What do you do with your youthfulness? And fulfilling and answering that question, you're answering God, that God dreams for you. So keep that in mind, and we pray for ourselves and all the various intentions. Brother Noel will lead us into the rosary.
For the intentions of the Holy Father. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Lake District is a time surrounded by the nature, by the valleys and the trees and the birds and the sky. And in this surrounding, you need to discover what you wish to be.
I call you, O my heart, flows in I will obey your laws. I call on you, save me so that I can keep your decrees. At first, like I praise you, I put all my hope in your word. In the night I keep watch, pondering your sayings. In your mercy, Lord, hear my voice.
Good morning, everyone. So now that we've finished our early morning prayers, we're gonna go to have breakfast, and then we're gonna go for our Holy Mass. And for what I'm looking most forward to, the group discussions and faith discussions and prayers.
What's up, guys? It's Daven to you. Daven vlog.
So I face that side.
Yeah, so you can see
Oh, I
yourself.
can see me. Yeah, so what's the day planned out for today?
The Champions League final, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's what we should have done the 3 times.
Yeah. Raid league.
No, that's the whole point. Have you ever done it on a rainy night in
Stoke.
Keswick?
That's such a bad thing.
Drops it, loses it.
Uno.
Hey, you're done, I told you.
I just 5 wow. Okay.
These are my cards.
Family. Well, I can see your cards. You got red card, blue card.
You are not of the world, but I chose you out of the world. Okay? So, the mission mandate, Matthew 28:28. Jesus said, now go and baptize. The mission mandate, that's the mission mandate. Go and baptize. Go and proclaim the good news in the name of the Father, Son. That's the mission commandment. He told the apostle, this is your homework. This is the mission I'm giving you. God knew at the appointed time I'll send my son, Jesus. He comes, he lives in solitude, 3 years of mission, a serious mission, and then now he's giving this mission to his apostles. And thereon, 20 centuries now, the mission continues. One thing which you have heard from me time and again. Nothing survives. Okay? Firstly, believe your beauty won't survive. Your beauty won't survive. As much your homes, your cars, your wealth, nothing survives. What survives is the church. Okay? You want proof?
Where is the moon?
If the world hates you, know that it has hated me before. Share among yourselves the fears of the young people in modern day and age. Can we, as a group or as an individual, make a difference?
The subtopic is family. What family fears and what does youth fear? Okay, financial.
Making new, genuine connections. Let me give you a uni example. If you go first year, if you don't socialise in first year, it's very hard to socialise in second year.
Parents fear that children won't become anything in life. They get influenced by others.
I think for me it's living up to parents' expectations. I'd say they put a lot of pressure onto you sometimes, and they make an image out of you, and then you forget who you are truly meant to be.
I know some families like they don't do rosary consistently.
Can you make a difference?
Yes, I think I could make a difference, but not like physically talking to them, maybe like praying or something.
So can I make a difference? Yes. Not just being kind. If you believe Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, right? Even if they're not religious, you can point them out to the Bible. You have to point them to something which teaches them life.
Even not now, in the future they'll think about that. The whole point is mission, right? So this question is related to a mission. I remember Father Mike Smith saying, God will be there for his church, but the only question is, would you be part of it?
Christ have mercy.
Christ have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
Cry out with joy to the Lord, all the earth.
Cry out with joy to the Lord, all the earth.
A man of Macedonia was standing there, urging him and saying, "Come over to Macedonia and help us." And when Paul had seen the vision, immediately we sought to go on into Macedonia, concluding that God had called us to preach the gospel to them. The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
Whoever we are, let us thank God with grateful hearts.
Alright, so now we're getting ready to go on our hike to a lake this time, so it should be quite fun. So we're at the Keswick mountain range. Now we're currently just along the shoreline of the Keswick Mountains, walking hopefully around the whole lake. To walk with nature, to be with nature, is a special feeling I can't describe. You think a lot, and that's the reason I was asking everyone yesterday their quotes of life. But yeah, appreciate life, because you don't know when it can get taken away. So this is a really good moment. Alright, so you know yesterday I told you guys to give a message. I think this is a good spot. A message you live by.
Live your life to the fullest.
Exactly. Bridge, a message you tell yourself every day.
Keep going, never give up. Because you never know where we'll be tomorrow.
Yeah.
What do you want us to do?
Nothing. That's the whole point. I'll look you want some ice cream as well. Senor.
Missy your boom boom.
Who like them bombs?
What'd you get? Mint chocolate chip, you know. You like mint chocolate chip? Yeah. I do as well. Nice.
Well, you can get that.
I got salted caramel. I asked them what they recommended. They recommended salted caramel. So I got it. Nah.
Well, nice there.
It's raining now. Still, you appreciate what God gave you. It's fine, it's fine. Nah, bro. You appreciate it. You go in there, you appreciate it, bro.
With a barbecue.
Good luck.
Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
You need to think and decide, how can I be a difference? How can I be a difference? How can I make it a difference? Yes, we do so much. In what way? So what was the answers that you all gave?
What was the first thing you said?
Financial struggle. If we have something that we do not know, type of thing, so we do not know exactly, like, you know, and that can be a case for many who don't even understand the proper word of definition of mission. So I think that needs to be understood properly well, you know.
Talking about your faith, being a witness of your faith by acting and living out the faith, also building trust with others, and sometimes knowing the answers to difficult questions, so people will come to you.
Good answers, and to summarize, I think very, very important, which I've been talking to you all over the time, over the years, is inviting other young people.
aviso, tagamosa aviso, sobramos la cellulazo, cada cosa oso. Yo, moga, tomando luka, shaka luka, panegando loita muron deshkes murle, musos bona voya te raga murle, tu baula kaya bona tu pur murle, mata pudor kalis pudor mata kusole, panegando loita muron deshkes murle, musos bona voya te raga murle, tu baula kaya bona tu pur murle, mata pudor kalis pudor mata kusole.
She walks like a She walks like a lady. From Jamaica, but she's the lady that I love.
She's a lady from Goa. She's a lady I love.
Because I'm going to the Father, for the Father is greater than I. And now I've told you before it takes place, so that when it does take place, you may believe.
Good morning, everyone, for day 3 here in Keswick. We're just going down for the start of the day for our morning prayers, which should be followed by a Holy Mass.
To the apostles and the elders about this question. Then it seemed good to the apostles and the elders, with the whole church, to choose men from among them, and send them to Antioch with Paul and Barnabas, leading men among the brothers and sisters,
Practicing and who want to live and carry on their mission. The dark contrast of last night karaoke. You know, I'm happy for the karaoke, I'm very happy. But over here, when we're singing, some of us are not even opening our mouths. It's a point of reflection, isn't it? The point of reflection. Can I balance my life? Can I get God in my heart? That's the soul thing. I'm going to say that casa. So we have all going to show the sing.
Okay, everyone, we're going on our 3rd walk of this weekend on a Sunday. Don't want to miss the chat.
I'm gonna go in the water, I can't lie.
If you do, I'll do it.
So we're currently at Keswick Lake with the whole crew, just admiring the beauty of our surroundings. So this being our last full day here at the Lake District, I think it's a great opportunity for all of us here and everyone just to reflect. I think that's the main reason we're out here, just to enjoy life outside of the busyness of a normal sea that you'd expect. I mean, just look all around you.
Go on, Mel, go on. Wow, woo!
Besar ni.
Having a personal prayer, and after 5 minutes, Brother Noel will lead the rosary.
I thank God for all the blessings that we have received so far and every blessing that's going to come in this trip. And above all, this time that we spent here, meditating His mysteries, His love for us through His creation and in His creation. I believe in God,
Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
As it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. So that is officially the end of the third and final hike here at Keswick in the Lake District. We're going to head back and finish off our rosary. Okay guys, so now that we're back home, we're going to be finishing off our rosary as it got slightly interrupted with the rain, and then we're going to go back and go for another set of group discussions, and hopefully it should be quite interesting, and I'm taking you along with it. And if any of you would like to get involved or would like to deepen your understanding in faith and in God in whatever way that you would, come along and we can go from there.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Exegesis wise said, I am the good shepherd. The sound of that ATV, the sheep grazing either side, they heard the sound. And they all came to the gates. They knew the sound, who has come there. And then the further on he went, to that sound they know it's time now to gather together. So they were all coming together. They know the sound. They know exactly what the shepherd is doing. Now this is not even a voice of a human. It's a mechanical voice. But the sheep is listening. They are fulfilling what they have to do. You know, faith, God is not only in church, temple, in chapel. The voice continues. And when we are drowned with so many voices, for us one thing is very, very important. Whose voice we listen? Again I say, never be overconfident. Never be overconfident. I'm up there, I know my faith, I know what I'm doing. The moment you become overconfident, that I know I don't need help, I don't need a voice. that's the disaster. This is a question for us today, or as we gather to discuss. And maybe as young people, we are trying to discover your own faith, to be rooted in faith. Faith is just, everybody has faith, that's a wonderful thing. But living the faith is a test in the fire. So the question is, how strong are you to fulfill the mission of Jesus? How will you sustain yourself?
Okay, so the first question that Father wants us to discuss is what sustains me, okay, so me as in each one of you, in your faith. So the main question is, what is faith?
The definition of faith is founded with our logical truth, right? Yeah. I say what sustains it is reading the Bible, one, because without the Bible you will not understand the concepts of Mass, right? I would say learning the flaws of people spoken about in the Bible and learning their mistakes and how Jesus corrects their mistakes.
Yeah.
I think also like we go follow the commandments.
I'm going to come a bit left field here. Good friendships. For me, the key thing about faith is you can't do it alone.
Yeah.
You know, as the church, we're called to community, and part of community is good friendships. So that helps sustain the faith.
What I disagree with you is like you can do it alone, but doing it better is way better. Because I'll give you an example. When I used to go to church, before I used to go home. That's it. But then sometimes I used to go with Chris, Bellavi and Avron, and then sometimes we would have discussions in the car till like 10 p.m. at night.
Nice.
Yeah, and then that would be a good way of sustaining faith. So like, I'd say discussing in a group, right? So what we're doing now.
I think asking questions is a great way of sustaining your faith. In fact, I would go even further to say, if you're not questioning your faith, you're lessening your faith.
I think another one would be like even what we consume on social media and like YouTube and stuff, because that also influences us a lot. And it depends what you consume over there, which will like it either strengthens your faith or just destroys it.
We want to be better, but it often feels like we can't have our old selves if we want this new self, and it's hard to let go.
So after the group discussions, we had a quick lunch before heading out to play Ring and Dog in the Bone. Okay, so now we're playing Dog in the Bone. So there's two teams. Each team has players, each assigned with a number. The number's gonna get called out. And the players have to run to pick up the item and get a point. But am I gonna win this? I don't know, man. I'm wearing sliders and we're playing in the mud. So you know redemption's gonna be pretty peak, lads. Bring your inner dogs out! Ridge, bring your inner dog out. Bring your inner dog out. It's actually funny, everyone did it. Bring your inner dog out. Yeah.
Hey, got me!
Number 5.
You right?
Yeah. Camera man, don't play baru. Knocking the spot out. Join in. Number 8. Number 8.
Sue again! You got Sue again! You got Sue again!
Could riches, wealth, our desires, could they be an obstacle?
get in the cut. Alright guys, we're recording a little backing track for the vlog. Who's calling my phone? Okay, this is our version of Nokia, but like we could call it. How did they send messages back then?
Through letters, right?
Through letters. We're calling it letter. Who's calling that truth? Who's calling that grace? Who's calling that light? Who's calling that peace? Who? Yeah, yeah. Is it Peter?
Is it John now?
Is it Andrew?
Is it James too?
Was it Thomas?
Is it Matthew?
Where's the gathering?
Hail Mary.
Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Now, over here we are told about Jesus, the disciples, and the boat. Matthew wrote this gospel as he wrote to his people in Rome because the early church is in a total turmoil. Boat is the church. The early church is in a stormy weather. Now put yourself in a boat. There is Jesus. There are others in the boat, and still there is a storm. And when you face the storm, would you rely on God who is still there with you in the boat? So let's, you're going to read it into your own groups. People over here don't know how to conduct a lectio. It could be a short time lectio.
Just to silently meditate in your own mind. Once that step is done, then we feedback. What touched you. If you feel comfortable, you're welcome to share as much or as little as you want. What that word was that touched you, in what way, what you took away from the reading.
And the thing that caught me out was how little faith you have, because there are so many moments where we pray a lot, but then when the incident actually happens, we use our own brains, we use our own logic, and we just do evil stuff, I'd say, to like get out of it maybe, or find an easier way, and we lose our morals.
You rely on yourself more than you rely on God. And then it's like you see the situation through a human perspective more than God's.
Faith sharing, you may share as much, but if you don't pray for the one you share, that spirit, nothing will change.